All right, so I'm going to show you, this is Miss Christen again, 7th grade language arts, and I'm going to show you some of the apps that we use in this class. Students will go to their Clever, and this is just an icon on their desktop, log in with Active Directory, and this is going to take them to their Clever page where all of the FWCS applications are. So there are several different ones, but we focus on only a couple. If you look right up here, these are my favorites because this is my teacher screen, but your students have the same icons. They just might not have them as their favorites. But the ones that we use here in my class are Common Lit, Quill, Newsela, and Brainpop. We mostly use Common Lit, Quill, and Newsela. We will use Brainpop every once in a while. You'll notice there are other icons and other apps, and that doesn't mean we won't use them, but these are our main ones. The biggest one is Common Lit, and this is where your students will find their articles or text assigned to them with questions that grade as they go to make sure that they're understanding the text. So they would simply click on Common Lit and their assignments tab, and they would have an assignment set for them because I would have sent it and assigned it to them. Quill.org is a great place to practice our grammar and punctuation skills. So when they go into quill.org, I'll go into it to show you. And these are all things that they've already used this year. But quill.org is one of those great independent activities for students to use to really help them with their isolated grammar skills that we can't necessarily teach in isolation in the classroom. So they would go to their activities, the assignments. Of course, mine's going to look a little different because I'm on the teacher page, but they would go to the assigned activities and they would have activities assigned to them. This year already, we've worked on difficult concepts, capitalization, and we've worked on commas and different word choices. So throughout the year, they'll have assignments on quill.org to practice with. And depending on kind of what they struggle with, they might end up having different assignments than other students just to make sure they're focused on the skills that they specifically need to work on. Newsela is a great current event article place for us to go. And we use this as well, especially when we teach the essential questions of the year. We want to make it relevant to our students and we want to use current articles, current people, current topics. And Newsela is a great place for that. So it's another place where I can assign an article to them and then they can answer questions from it for me to understand that they know what they read. For example, next Friday, they'll be reading this article about Ruth Bader Ginsburg because our essential question is going to deal with, why do people act for the benefit of others? And she's a great example of that. So they will also go to their assignments and they'll see that this is assigned to them. Everything will be assigned to them if they have to do it on Newsela or Common Lit or Clever. Brainpop is more of a extracurricular activity, something that we might use as an anchor activity for students. And then I assign basically a short movie lesson, and then a couple activities go along with it. It might be a quiz, it might be a game, but this is just kind of a video lesson example with a little bit of like humor and cartoon in it. And they would go in here to their dashboard and they would see an assignment from me as well in Brainpop. So these are the main activities, main icons that we use in this class. And hopefully my students are familiar with them already and they are getting even more familiar with them as we go. Thank you.